Testing microphone 1 2. Hello, everybody. Biff back with you again this morning. It is Thursday morning here in the Mountain Standard Time in the United States. It is Thursday morning at 10:14 on November 13 in 2025. And welcome into the channel. Just scanning over some things here. Make sure things are set up properly here on my end. Pull this down a little bit. Pull that down a little bit there. Well, let's see. Ad start in 25 minutes and 44 seconds. How's my audio looking? I guess it looks okay. Check out the audio volume. Testing audio 1 2. That's pretty good. Anyways, hope everybody's doing well. I am here. And let's see, where do we want to go? I think we want to go over this way. I was going to look on Is There Any Deal real quick. And also see what the free games are on. And again, probably not going to be buying any new games soon. We're close enough to Christmas where I think it's just time to wait for the Christmas deals on Steam. I don't see any going on right now. Let's see. I have it sorted by discount. Sorted by discount, descending. So the lowest discount right now is on Nantucket, just 10% off. Astroneers 10% off. Europa Universalis is 12% off. Mixed reviews on Europa Universalis 5, so I think I'm going to be waiting on that one. Somebody in one of the reviews said this game isn't quite what it's going to be once you add in like $80 to $100 worth of DLC. And I think that's kind of true. That's what Paradox's business model is. They release a game like Europa Universalis 5, and then they release DLC to add new features to the game. Although a lot of the features that they do add are free. But if you're looking for a feature for your specific country, then you're probably going to have to buy a DLC for that. But they're still great games. Don't get me wrong. It's just depending on what DLC you want and how much you're willing to spend for it. Let's see. We're going to go to, I was going to look at Epic Games Store because see what free games are up now. Scourgebringer? No. Songs of Silence. This one is a lead armies, rebuild fallen kingdoms, rise to greatness, and Songs of Silence embark on an epic journey through an Art Nouveau-inspired fantasy world, intense battles, and captivating storytelling. Yeah, probably not going to get that one. Yeah. How about the next one is 0 Hour. Looks like some kind of a shooter. Yeah, blood, drug reference, intense violence, language. Skip that one. Let's just close Epic. Also down here, we're going to close Epic. Get that out of the tray. So, was there anything is there any deal? Not at this time. Steam. If we want, we can go out and look at Steam with desktop view. There's a couple of demos I was going to look at that I haven't even, I think I installed one of them. Actually, I started playing this yesterday on the Xbox. It's on Xbox Game Pass. And it's funny because I started playing it because I thought it's something my daughter might like. But you can freeze. I think if you freeze though, you pass out. So I didn't pass out. I always got back to safety and got warmed up again before this. It got down to 0, but I never passed out. I almost ran out of food. I did run out of food. When you run out of food, though, your health just starts ticking down. I think it's the same way with the freezing mechanism. This shows heat right here. It's a heat symbol, like a fire symbol. It's really cold out, but if you get down to 0, what happens is that your health starts going down. So my daughter thought it was cute. We both at the same time said a couple of times it's cute. The thing is that you've got tasks that you have to do. You have to gather resources to complete the tasks, like get better clothing, stuff like that. But it does show you up here the window of time when it's the warmest. So one of the first things you do is you build a bed, and you want to just make sure that you're back at your it's called a burrow by the end of sunlight, definitely by the end of twilight, because at nighttime the temperatures you start getting cold real fast. My 6-year-old daughter is going to be 7 in January. She said it's cute. We both kind of said at the same time, it's kind of cute game, but she didn't like these mechanisms where you actually lost health. You had to find food, so you have to scavenge for food. Um, you get cold, and you can. Now it says in the description, you pass out. So I'm wondering if it's you pass out, uh, but then revive, like maybe at noon or something when it gets warmer outside. I don't know, but it's a fun game. Is it? Oh, uh, it is single player though. I'd kind of like get my daughter into it because she does like things like resource gathering and stuff. But there are dangers involved. Now, there is a thing where there's spiders. You can turn that off. There are bugs, but the bugs apparently don't bother you unless you attack them. They'll attack back, but they're not hard to defeat. But um, but it's a cute game. You knit stuff. You have a crafting bench over here. You can cook food. Um, Cozy, approachable survival for an adult. And you can get meat from these creatures that you can then cook. Um, yeah, there's no mini map. So basically, you see these leaves here. These leaves kind of lead you back to the path that goes to your burrow, but there's no path. They'll kind of lead you back in the general direction. If this is where the burrow is over here, I don't think so. But you can get lost. I got lost probably once or twice. And yeah, there's no path that leads you directly back to your burrow. Um, Now you can forage. I can go back through the screenshots, tell you what I see here. Um, you forage. These are just icons indicating buttons to press to reach like your inventory or your character screen. And then you've got like a hotbar down here where you have a hatchet, you have a shovel, uh, and you can put things down here. You can knit clothing. You can make yarn from like fur that you find. You can make twine or something. This is yeah, wool yarn. This is like a yarn that you can use to make clothing with. Um, so this is further into the game. I haven't been in this area yet that has the red fruit, but you can harvest mushrooms for food. You can take them back and you can cook so that you can eat the mushrooms by themselves, but you can also cook them and make them more beneficial, more effective as far as healing and stuff and restoring health to your body. You can also make a bed when you go, like I was saying, there's going to be times where you just want to go back home. You want to stay out of the nighttime. It gets really cold. You go back home and once you make your bed, what you do early in the game, you can sleep until morning. And then you wake up in the morning, you can go back out where it's warmer, and then come back in, like I said, before nighttime. One of the first things you do is start a fire. It hasn't the game has not asked me to like add additional fuel to the fire. Basically, when you go in, every usable thing is pretty much broken. Like the chair is broken, you've got to repair that. The stove is broken, you have to repair that. The woodworking table is broken, you have to repair that. But then you do learn like recipes for clothing, for making yarn, which you'll use on other things during the game. The thing is, once you start the fire, the game, that's one of the first things you do is start the fire. The game has not asked me to add additional fuel to it. It's just, I guess, just burns by itself. I guess this is just coming in. Yeah, bring your old burrow back to life. There is a backstory to it. A little bit sad, but there is a backstory to it. I haven't met this character yet. Looks like this is somebody who's going to help you out, give you something. This is nighttime. I don't know what this is because normally there'd be an icon up here indicating your health and all that stuff and what time of day it is. Maybe because he might be in combat with his fly, you don't see that icon. Find Willow's notebook. Haven't been asked to do that yet. But it looks like you can see here that he's full, your character's full up on warmth and food and health. And I guess it's like a stamina bar down here. So it seems like they have just woken up and they're going out harvesting stuff. Sleeping till morning will also rejuvenate all of your health for you if you're low on health. When you go back in, when the fire's burning in your burrow, you go back into your burrow. If you're cold, you'll warm up back up again. If you eat food, it will just plain mushrooms will just move this bar up a very little bit. Same with some of the other food. But once you learn how to cook, it will then increase that probably for each mushroom, cooked mushroom you eat. But it takes 2 mushrooms to make certain recipes. It'll boost that by about 5 times. So you eat a mushroom, it boosts it a little bit. Eat a cooked mushroom, it'll boost it like 5 times what it would be if it was just a regular mushroom. It's a cute game. It's a cute game. I like it. My daughter doesn't like it because it this is what she'll do. She'll run into the living room. She'll watch me play a little bit. And then once I start to get cold, once you start to get cold, I think it's once it's below 50% on your warmth, the screen will start to frost up. You'll see frost appearing on the edges of the screen. Once she sees that, she runs back into the dining room. And then I'll be like, I'm okay, I'm okay. And she'll run back in and she'll see me what I'm doing. But then once she sees my food going down or my health, she'll run back into the dining room. So it's kind of funny. I'm going to add it to my wish list just to help out the devs. I don't know if I'll buy it. Yeah, this is at night. You can see, well, not at night, but just when you get cold. And it doesn't have the icon up here. But when you get cold, the screen will start to frost up. It'll turn red, I guess, because your health is getting low. So once you're low on food or you have no food, your health will start depleting. Once you're cold, your warmth your warmth bar is completely emptied. You'll start losing your health. See, they have different kinds of mushrooms. I guess your character's a mouse. Yeah, a mouse returning home. So let's read it. Winter Burrow is a cozy woodland survival game about a mouse returning home to restore their childhood burrow. Explore, gather resources, craft, knit warm sweaters, bake pies, and meet the locals. You do more than knit warm sweaters, but that's one of the things you do. Yeah, see here. Sleep for how long? The only thing I've seen is sleep until morning. I don't know if you get additional choices somewhere down the line. It says sleep for how long. It just gives me this option here. You actually have a basement where you can go down and you can plant mushrooms. Now, like I said, I think I said there are apparently spiders in the game. I turned off the spiders. So I think there might be spiders in the basement, and I just turned them off. My daughter's like, turn off the spiders. If I had spiders on, she wouldn't watch any of it. She'd be like, no, I'm not watching spiders. And then I guess there's an upstairs also. All of these things are broken at first, and you have to repair them. So there's crafting. You craft an item, you unlock more crafting, and then you go back to your workstation. You can build those items. Here's you get a burrow storage. I don't know why you would need these clothing. This is your starting clothing. Like you have a shirt and vest, trousers. You have a hat. Where's the hat? Here. So I don't know why you would need to keep these, or if you can just maybe drop them on the ground. Because once you've got a knit hat, knit shirt, knit pants, you really don't need these. There's no reason. I don't think that you're going to wear them unless you have to keep them for some special occasion or something. We haven't been in these areas yet. Well, I have crossed over into one of these areas, but again, you don't want to get too far from home. It's a cute game. It's fun. And it progresses to different things. So yeah, I probably played for an hour, maybe 2 hours yesterday, hour and a half. And I played, like I said, I played mostly to try to get my daughter interested in it. Just to try to, she doesn't like games where you lose. I don't think there's a lot of kids her age who like games where you can actually lose the game. We have played some games with her where there's winners and losers. My wife and daughter and I have played those kinds of games, and sometimes she wins and sometimes she loses. But I think she doesn't like games like this because it's something that's potentially out of her control, where she would get lost and then not be able to find her way back and feel like it's unfair. I just got lost. The game does not give you a path on how to get back to your burrow. You kind of have to remember, I went south and then I went to the left. So when I go back, I have to go back and then go left to go back north. So you have to remember that when you're playing the game. The game would really benefit, especially if it's going to be for a younger audience. The game would really benefit for a map, with a map. But you have to remember where you came out, where you went, and how to get back. So, but like I said, it's a fun game. I wish list it. My shop, tabletop game shop. So see, I saw somebody playing this. I didn't know. I saw that somebody was playing it. There's like a lot of miniatures. Run your own tabletop game shop. Stock shelves, glue and paint minis, battle customers on game night, and grow your store into the ultimate nerd paradise. Interesting that you can actually play against customers. Looks like a lot of what, card games. I think I'm gonna let's download this one. What's it called again? Tabletop Game Night? Right, let's see. Demo's installed, ready to play. Let's see, we're going to add this to Demo's installed to play. Do 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 do. Let's see. Do 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 do. Da 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 dee. I did one. Tabletop Game Shop Simulator. Had two. I think it might be in my uncategorized, because I added something in the other day, but I don't know if I actually put it somewhere. If I did or if I didn't. Of course, I'm trying to remember and just dragging down through these real quickly. Star Mining Company demo. That demo is still available. I think I might install that. Let's add this to demo's installed, ready to play. Let's go back to I don't see it in here. Maybe it was Bookshop Simulator. Atelier Riza. Every darkness here. Million Depth. No. Swords and Sandals. No. Drownlight. No. Interesting. Downlight is a city builder survival game set in a flooded world. Sounds kind of like what's that one? My memory's not what it used to be. Build and expand your city, making moral decisions that shape the fate of the survivors. So it looks like it builds out just like somebody help me out. Um, I'll be right back. Um, the one where it's really cold and you start with a furnace and a few buildings around it and you build out frost something. I played a little bit of it. Of that other game, the frost thing. Down and out pub team in Sunday League football. Guide veteran plumbers and aging shop attendants from car park picture to regional glory. That looks interesting. That looks interesting. Maybe add that to my wish list. Keep an eye on it. Where Winds Meet. Epic wuxia open world action adventure RPG set in ancient China at the 10th century. I was just reading, or I was watching a video by Dr. Jason Lyle about dinosaurs and the Bible and how the Bible does reference dinosaurs. But in the original language, it doesn't say dinosaur because the word dinosaur wasn't invented until like the 1800s. It means terrible lizard, and that's what somebody's called them. So there was no word dinosaur until, 5,000 years after creation, 6,000 years after the world was created. So I kind of looked like a dinosaur back there. That's why I said that creature that was following that person on that hill looked like a dinosaur. Morse. Call to arms, Panzer Elite. Mixed. Lead a platoon of World War II tanks in this immersive TPP and FPP game. First person what? What's TPP and FPP? Can't recommend at the moment. It's not the game anyone is hoping for, and the same issue Men of War 2 has. It's too arcade. Think World of Tanks, Company of Heroes. They don't understand their audience and what makes CTA or MOW great to this audience. They need some proper market research. But never started. I like the gameplay. Great review. I like the gameplay. 6.3 hours and already went through content for the game. No, wasn't even trying to speedrun the game. Little to no replayability. Is nothing that makes the game different on each playthrough. Dun Crush. Let's see, I've got 17.2 hours playtime in Football Manager. And I'm thinking about starting my Torquay run over. And I'll tell you why. Because even though I came into this saying to myself, I know I've learned a lot from my, how many hours in Football Manager 24? 380 hours in Football Manager 24, the game that I played from June to through August. Even though I put in about 300 hours between June and August learning how to play 2024, I feel like I didn't really apply those things to my new game. So I think I might start over again. Let's go back to plus maybe I can get the character that I'm looking for. Now this is fine. Original's fine. Advanced settings fine. Preferences. I might change that at some point. Now, is it going to let me set up a new coach? Manage your profile. Okay. So it is yellow and white. Create a new manager profile. See, I'd like to do this one, but for some reason, I try to change the appearance because I don't want to look like a slob. If I can afford a nice suit like this, I will wear a nice suit like this, but I don't want to look like a slob. I would like to have a nice watch because I can afford a nice watch. No rings, lapel badges, FMFC, War Child, and Kick It Out. Let's do the FMFC. Now, this is pretty much me, except I'm old. And this is buggy. Other than that, it's pretty much me. Oh, this is different, I think. When you click on hair, oh, maybe it's because I was facing backwards. So now let's see if, because this is what I want my thing to look like. Except my hair. What color did we have my hair? White. Yeah, because this is too dark, too much black. Got to be this one. It's kind of my facial hair, my eyebrows, kind of my nose. Okay, let's confirm this. And let's see now, if I start the game with this, if it's going to show me as a slovenly. Okay, this is what it shows. I'm 25 years old, and I've got a lot of background. My reputation is obscure. Torquay is set to appoint Ross Alsul, 25-year-old American manager. Ross Alsul names Torquay's new boss in a move that many expect to see the club injected with renewed energy, with a focus on possession-based approach to produce exciting, entertaining football. So basically, I said we wanted to produce exciting, entertaining football. It's going to be possession-based. We want it to be exciting, entertaining. And there was something else too, but I forget what that was. All right, save the game. Torquay United 2. Build 2. Yeah, I just feel like I didn't do enough in the preseason. Hey, Blessed, what's going on? Welcome in. I'm starting Torquay over again because I feel like I just didn't do enough in the preseason. Um, um, I didn't do enough in the preseason to try to fix my roster. And so I kind of want to, and honestly, it's because I wanted to get to the match engine to see the match engine. So I'm just like, okay, skip through this, skip through this, skip through this. I want to get to the first game so I can see what the match engine looks like. So I kind of went through this to get to here, and I kind of played really quickly through the preseason, but I need players on my team because my team is kind of light in certain areas. Um, let's see. Bookmarks are not available to mouse over and look at. You can only do that in the portal, maybe. It doesn't tell me what they are. That's discouraging. What's the point of having a bookmark? Messages. You got to click on it and go to it, and then it will tell you what it is. Well, that's probably a new bug that was introduced when they fixed an old bug. I mean, I guess you can come down here, but it kind of defeats the purpose of having them run across your screen up here. At least in my view. Let's go to our squad planner. I still think I want to do the, go to tactics. We're going to do the Gegenpress formation and do a 4-2-3-1. Out of possession. We're going to do a 4. I think this is what I had. We want to do a 4-4-1-1 with 2 defensive midfielders. Or a 4-4-2 with 2 defensive midfielders. Right? No. 4-2-2-2. Okay, this one is a 4-4-1-1 with 2 defensive midfielders. With 1 defensive midfielder. Okay. I think I was playing them both as defensive midfielders. Because I'm going to I need 1 playmaking midfielder. Maybe that's why we weren't, we're generating a ton of shots though. But I think some of the shots were coming from outside the box. We're in one game in the first half, we had 7 shots from long range. I changed it to don't shoot from long range. In the second half, we had 1 shot. So the first half we had 7. The second half we had 1. So, so we want 1 defensive midfielder. That's fine. And then we could have the playmaker play as a defensive midfielder. But this was 2 defensive midfielders. I don't mind this to really harass the other team getting the ball out. So I don't really mind that. Maybe this also to this formation out of possession to to get the team familiar with like a wing play setup also. Matt Worthington's going to be starting in defensive midfield. So he's not going to be there. Jordan Thomas. So I think Ed Palmer is also going to be a starting midfielder. So I'm going to take him off of there. Bolston is going to be starting out here. So he's coming out of there. So essentially, yeah, I have two defensive backs. I have three defensive midfielders. So I need help. I got a lot of wingers. So Matt J is going to be in the center. Matt J, I think, and Hayfield. Jordan Young's going to be out on the right. Dennis is going to be out on the left. Actually, Jordan Young can play on the left also. So why don't we have Jordan Young, Dennis, and Sonny Lowe Everton. They're both better playing in the middle. Matt J is not going to be playing there. Lowe Everton's going to be playing on the right. Dennis is going to be playing on the right. So Young, Dennis, Everton. And then we got a lot of strikers. Cody is a center forward, deep lying forward, and poacher. Center forward, inside forward, attacking midfielder. This Matt is a channel midfielder, inside winger, deep lying playmaker, defensive midfielder. Okay. Who's better? Wide center back. Worthington can play. He can play. So I am light at the back. I basically need two more central defenders. I need at least one more on the left, one on the right. So let's start looking in our recruitment. So I need one on the left, one on the right. I need two more central defenders. I need at least one more defensive midfielder. I need I'd say with our midfielders, our attacking midfielders, I think we're okay because we've got a lot of them. So Morgan's not going to be playing there. Dolan's better suited to the middle also. So probably a couple more midfielders, attacking midfielders. We got enough strikers. So 1, 2, 2, or 1, 2, 1. Another defensive midfielder, or yeah, and then probably one more on the right, because we have a bunch of them that can play in the center. Okay, so let's go to recruitment focuses. Create a new recruitment focus. It's going to be left. In possession. What do we have in our let me finish the tactic first. Let's finish the tactic. Did I finish the tactic? I didn't. Okay. Formation in possession. We're going to do a 4-2-3-1. Out of possession. We do the 4-3-3 because that's another formation that we're going to be using is the 4-3-3. Let's go with this. Okay, we're going to do a quick pick. We're going to pick without restriction. In possession. This. Out of possession. This. Okay, so J moves over here. Young drops back. Worthington comes up. And Sundyer just drops back in here. Maybe I should just put him back in there and just say that we're not going to pick him because he is... let's see. I don't want shots. In my opinion, at least from my opinion and watching football, and in my opinion as playing this game, is that shots from distance are wasteful. They're absolutely wasteful. So, I like working the ball into the box. Cook, agility, not great acceleration, not great pace. Morgan, kind of average on both. Got pretty good pace. Jay is the paciest. Young, same. So probably not going to be doing we'll do balanced on that one. Because we don't have any, nobody's exceptionally pacey. Okay, let's go back to recruitment, quad planner, 2. Oh, this didn't save anything. It didn't save it. It didn't save what I just did, taking players out of here. Okay, what's my under 18 squad look like? Yeah, just one player. We're going to move you up to the senior team and just basically dissolve the under 18s team. Ad start in 30 minutes. So we've already had like one ad session, it looks like. Yeah, 11:08. How many players do I have? 23. Like I said, I've got a lot of forwards. Got a lot of forwards. I needed one, two, at least one more. Um, oh, but I was going to look and see what position they're playing, right? In the tactic. And that's why we wanted to do Folston. Down the wing to support forward play and help attacks overload the final third. Although a primarily defensive player, they must be prepared to get forward at times when the team needs extra width. Now he's a wing back. Combines the responsibilities of a fullback and a winger, providing width to the team throughout the attack. During deep build-up, the wing back looks to position alongside the defense to offer a passing option. However, as play progresses up the pitch, they're expected to get forward to join the attack. So, are you able to do that with your acceleration, your natural fitness, your pace, your stamina? How about you, Folston? Yeah, you're probably better suited as a wingback. You are a no nonsense center back. Box midfielder enables them to contribute greatly to both build-up and final third attacking play. Traditional defensive. During build-up, they position as traditional defensive midfield player, offering passing options. During latter phases, they surge forward to operate more like an attacking midfielder. Well, let's have one of these guys, though, be a just a defensive midfielder. He's better as a box-to-box. Sundyer's better as a box-to-box. What about Palmer? So I think Palmer is going to be he's going to be a third because it looks like he is better. He's going to be better as a center back. So I need two more midfielders, two more defensive midfielders. This is what we played last year. Wing play. 4-3-3. And then out of possession. Isn't there the best central, best defensive midfielder we have? He's 2 stars. I get two of them. How did I get two gegenpresses? I want mentality to be positive. But how did I get two gegenpresses? I want this to be the wing play. This one I want to be the want this to be route 1. I'll use the same. Uncombined. I don't know why I did that. Gegenpress. The wing play. That's nice to see. And then the route 1. Can Morgan play on this side? He cannot. For the sake of getting this set up this way, I'm going to put Low Everton in. So Low Everton, you come back in over here also. Morgan can play there. Dolan can play there. That's better. Let's say it doesn't remember, so I'm going to have to, or I can save that, right? Isn't there a way I can save that? I just have to remember to switch them around. Why would Sundier be up there? Sundier's awful up there, so why would the game put him up there? I don't know. I'm just clicking buttons. Okay, so again, my primary tactic, I need 2 defensive midfielders. See, I'm already learning players, whereas before I was like in my first or second game of the regular season after playing like 6 preseason games, I still didn't know my players and what their best positions were. So I'm actually in like the last 45 minutes, I'm actually learning my players, their best positions. So recruitment, we need another fullback. We need 2 more defensive midfielders. Got a bunch of wingers. Don't really need wingers. So we need a left, a right, probably at least one more. So a left, a right, one more defensive midfielder, and two more defensive midfielders, at least one more defender, maybe 2. Yeah, see, I only have one. I only have one on the bench that can play, so I need at least one more. So one, at least one more, one, probably 2 more. Because Palmer's the only one who can come in for either Sundier or Worthington. 2 more. Wingers, got a lot of wingers. Got a lot of strikers. So I might get one, at least one more, maybe 2 more, and maybe one more midfielder, attacking midfielder. See if I can remember all that. And then what was we're gonna? So fullback on the left. So it picks them at their best position, is what it's doing. So what is Jay's finishing like? Good at dribbling, good finishing, good first touch, good at passing. So I guess, yeah, channel midfielder would be good. Inside forward is his best position. Cook is deep lying forward. Okay. He's best position of fullback. Here, best position's a wingback or a fullback. So who's the better attacker over here? Finishing. Yes, we want this side overloaded. Not really a goal threat in his finishing's 9. He has scored though. He scored earlier. Okay. Okay, let's try that. So I need a fullback and a wingback. So you need a fullback on the left. Well, not necessarily, because yeah, we'll go with the fullback on the left because he's our best attacker over here. Good. No replacement for anybody. I'd like to have somebody who's 3 stars, if possible, between the ages of 18 and 30. England, of course. Any scouts? Okay, we're going to do another focus for a wingback over here. Let's see. Ad start in 14 minutes and 19 seconds. Okay, so just looking for a center back. My main thing, I think, in this today is to try to figure out how to get free loans. How to get players not on a free transfer, but on a free loan. Now, why are you looking for a goalkeeper? for a goalkeeper. Okay, I need 2 central midfielders. Defensive midfield. So I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That'd bring me up to 28 players. I could send some down to the under 18 squad. I think that's it. Okay, so now I still need to go into staff. I need to go into responsibilities also because this is a new save. Me. Handles team selection. Handles team selection under 18s. Recruit directors. Delegate. First team staff recruitment. You guys can do all that. Recruit staff for the under 18s. Delegate to Neil. Coaching courses. Yeah, I'm taking control of that because when I was trying to get coaching courses done for myself, they wouldn't send me. Director contract renewals. You guys can do that. First team staff contract renewals. You guys can do all that stuff. Staff contract renewals. You guys can do all that. Assign scouts. Handle scouting meetings, me. Okay. Finalize player signings. Handle incoming offers for first team players. Yeah, I'll do all that. Media. I guess I can do all this. Training responsibility. Oh, why did it go there? Why did it go there? I clicked on something over here. You see training emails for Torquay, yes. Yeah, you can do the under 18s. Tactics. I will do that. Provide team selection advice. Provide opposition instructions. I'll do that. Under 18s. Match day. I will lead the pep talk. Under 18s. Friendly matches. Now see, why is it doing that? Ask which first team players are available. Automatically make them. No, not automatic. Friendly matches. Okay. Set pieces. I'll do the set pieces. Handles teams. I'll take control of that. Personnel. I'll take control of that. Set piece tactics. Okay. Did I confirm any of this? Probably not. So I have to do it all over again. Do that. I don't mind them initiating player signings. Because I don't want them spending my whole budget, you know, getting players in that are, dodgy or Torquay under 18s. So maybe I get to finalize it, or, okay, we'll try that. Media, training responsibility, tactics, selection advice, okay. Okay. Match day, pep talk. Okay, you guys can do that. Set piece tactics, takers and personnel. Okay. So what was the next thing? So we got that done. We got that done. We got oh yeah, we got to hire staff. All right, so get a performance analyst. Head performance analyst. We don't need a set piece coach. We do. What kind of coaches do we have? We only have 3 of us. We already have a goalkeeping coach. Okay, so we need a general and a fitness. So we're going to do a coaching for a fitness coach. Do coaching for a coaching coach. And then we're going to do need a chief scout. Gonna need a scout. Can I get 2 scouts? Oh, yeah, okay. And then medical staff. Need a sports scientist. Need a physio. All right. 2 minutes until ads. My friends. Hey, Shroom, what's going on? Nice to see you. It's going well. Thank you. Ads are going to be starting in about 2.5 minutes, and I'll probably totally miss it. So I'm just warning you now. It says so down here, or it says so on my thing. Where's my... Over here. Where's my mouse? Oh, I got to get over here. Here it is. Yeah, up here it says ad start. Right there. In 1 minute and 55 seconds. I am actually starting over Torquay because I feel like in my last play, this is the new version of FM26 of Football Manager. And I feel like in my last play, I just kind of wanted to get to the game engine and watch the games and kind of watch the new game engine and all that. And so I didn't really take time to properly look for players that I needed and hiring new coaches and stuff like that. So I I learned a lot when I was playing FM24, but I don't think I really implemented much of that very well. So before, when you used to mouse over the bookmarks, it would pop up and tell you what they are. Now it doesn't pop up until you click on it, and then it tells you messages, first team, but then it takes you to the first team. No, I just want to mouse over it and see what it is. This is tactics. I don't want to go to the tactics screen. I just want to go, okay, this is the medical center or player database. Yeah. So see, what I'm doing now is I want to just find players that want to do a loan for $0. So I want to look at players that are very, do I have any information on any of these guys? No, I don't. See that there's really no transfer window. And so you can get players in at any time. I just like to get them in now. So these guys are all loan listed. Oh, transfer listed also. Do I have any knowledge of any of them? Player recommendations. Only 2. Transfer value. What is my club finances? I've got $200,000 in the bank. That's pretty good. But this month I'm losing 30. Total sponsorship income, not bad. Current wage, salaries. I've only got how much left in the wage budget? Ads just started. So I'm going to take a break, and I'll be back in a minute. Thanks for watching. I am back. Thanks for giving me a break. Let's go in and see what's going on with all this. We're not in debt. That's good. Can't click on any of these. I guess it starts with star players like, and then it's descending in order of like importance to the team, I guess. Except you get down here to goalkeepers. Of course, your first choice goalkeeper is your best goalkeeper. So we have what, about $800 in available wage budget. What's the are there what are they called? Clauses? Clause. Not the Santa kind. Clauses are conditions in contracts which are applied when they are met. Zero available to sell, zero available to buy out. Okay, so no clauses available. What else needs to be done? Matches, calendar, stages. Let's look at our training calendar. Squad, training. Let's go over here. Let's make sure we have team bonding set up once a week. Again, cannot do a match review. How about here? We're just gonna delete this. Let's put it over here, like Wednesdays or whatever. So you can see why I put team bonding on. Team bonding greatly increases happiness, increases team cohesion. It affects the attribute of teamwork. It slightly reduces fatigue and slightly reduces condition. So it's got 4 upside, including happiness, greatly increases happiness. The only downside is it slightly reduces condition. So we want to do a team bonding every week. And then after the regular season starts, hopefully we can do a match review. The first game of the season is going to be on August 9th. And we can see that up here with the competitions. We're on the calendar. What we want to see is want to see competitions. No, we want to see fixture schedule. There it was. Here's our fixture schedule. So our first game is Enfield Town, yeah, on August 9th. Let's see. So what else do we need to do? Got the squad. Our first youth intake, which hopefully will have a under 18s team. Now I did that with let's go back to club staff responsibilities. Here's the thing. Yeah, Neil can handle that. I'm going to delegate all of that to him. I don't know why he keeps jumping back there. I'm going to let him do all this because if he wants to sign under 18 players, maybe he can get players in like on youth contracts and stuff, then that's fine. And maybe build up a youth team. So I'll let Neil try to build up a youth team and confirm these. So he can handle all offers for under 18s. He can find and sign young players for under 18s. And I'll let him handle all of that. So complete introduction. I already know. Squad, I already know. We're on there the next day. Watton leaves Torquay. Paul Watton. Okay. What was that news? Mike Edwards, you pick it out. What was the news? I might have got a little sneeze on my keyboard here. My keyboard doesn't get sick. So, who's Watton left Torquay? Head coach. Oh, okay. Torquay United. Because I've taken over. Sorry, Paul. Meet the players. Decline introduction. Training introduction. Decline introduction. Turkey set piece introduction. Let's begin that one because I haven't done that one yet. I'll be right back though. I gotta blow my nose again. Okay, let's look at this. Mike Edwards, assistant coach. Hi, Mike. How's it going this morning? Carefree. Care for a Biscoff? Care for a Biscoff? It's a delicious biscuit. I forget what the type of them are, but they are delicious. Okay, a Biscoff is a type of speculoos biscuit, Speculoos, which is a Belgian shortbread cookie with a crispy, caramelized, and spiced flavor. It is made with ingredients like brown sugar, flour, and spices such as cinnamon, nutmeg, and cloves. Mine are not made with cloves because I do not like clove. But these are delicious. Again, this is a Biscoff. It is a speculoos cookie, and they are delicious. Nice. I still have all my ASL stuff. Most of it's unboxed and sorted over here in the corner of my office here, my computer room. Probably the last ASL stuff I bought was 20 years ago. It's probably when I bought the Solitaire. I think it was Solitaire. I just got so much stuff. Down here I've got all of the, not all of them, but a lot of the, so a lot of this stuff is available online right now, as far as I know, Shroom. Um, you can get a lot of, I can get copies of the General, which was Avalon Hill's magazine for Avalon Hill is the company that created Advanced Squad Leader. And there's scenarios, every issue of the General after Squad Leader came out, every issue of the General for years, it's either when Squad Leader first came out, it's Squad Leader scenarios, or one of the expansions, Cross of Iron. What was the other? Cross of Iron, GI Anvil of Victory. They also have Squad Leader scenarios, but then after ASL came out, every issue of the General had one or two ASL scenarios in it. And I think you can find most of the scenarios online. People have, they have, there are databases plus, people have set up they've set up where you can download the scenario. So yeah, I got tons of magazines, tons of old ASL stuff from back in the days when I was playing it. Mike Edwards says, understand the importance that set piece situations play during matches and how they can impact results, earning or losing points over the course of a season. With the help of your coaching staff, you'll be able to decide exactly how your team should attack and defend dead ball scenarios and take advantage of opportunities to really change games. Okay. All right. Next. There's no next button here. That's the introduction. I don't want to click on. Let's go. To get started, let us know more about your set piece preferences to set up your default routines. I think I'd like to go to far post. That is actually the staff preference. In swinger. I want an in swinger. Get it closer to the goal. More defenders will be left back. We're going to do balanced. Let's do a hybrid. What post you want players marking while defending? Let's do near post. That's what they recommend. How many players do you like to leave forward when defending? So where are the Matt J's probably what my best taker? He's only a 10. If he's my best corner taker, then I think we're in trouble. Jay, you are 11 at crossing. You are left-footed. So you're taking yours from the right with your left foot. Jay, Matt's taking his from the left with his right foot. Be nice if you had the thing where you can mouse over their attributes here. Cody is 6'1". He's got 12 jumping reach. He's got 11 heading. So yeah, we want him. Where is he? He's at the back post. Sam is 6'3". He's got jumping reach of 12, heading of 11. Yes, so we want him also on the back post. And Munasha Sundyer is going to be lurking at the near post. He's 5'9", maybe to head the ball on. He's got jumping reach of 11, heading of 10. And Denzel is going to mark the keeper. He is 5'9". He's got a jumping reach of 11, heading of 9. But he's just there to kind of interfere with the keeper, legally interfere. Who are the creators? Lurk outside the area. He's a creator. Recovery defenders. Okay. So 1, 5, 8, 10. So all that changed here is the taker. Okay, how about defending? Aerial defenders. We're all in the box, basically. We're only leaving Jordan Young up to counterattack. What does a tracker do? We're doing zonal marking. I don't know if I like zonal marking. Free kicks. Like a dead ball right here. Who's the taker? There's 3, 5, 10. But who's the taker? Oh, this is defending. Okay. Take the set piece. You are a 13 on long shots. 14 on free kick taking. Okay. Now, see, this is interesting. This is a bug. So I was looking at free kicks shooting range, and now it's taking me back to the set piece of the corners. It should take me back to what I was looking at, the shooting range. So that's a bug. I think maybe I'll just leave this as it's set up right now, and then maybe look at it after a game or two. Okay, I want to look at club. I want to look at the club vision. Club vision is that we reach the playoffs and that we reach the FA Cup proper. I'm Ross. It's great to have you here. I think we're all looking forward to hear what you have to say. I want to bring real energy and passion to our work. I'm very big on building a vibrant atmosphere. Number one thing I promise to bring to the club. If I was to define myself to you right now, I'd say I'm fully invested in developing possession-based systems. I want a structured approach in everything we do, and that's what I value most. Energy and tempo to our day-to-day work that I feel will be invigorating and exciting. It's important that we look forward to every day here. Going to have fun too. Football should be entertaining, and I want to bring excitement to playing more. Expressionless, expressionless, expressionless. Oh, yep, got it. The most important personality trait for me is to be utterly convinced about our work. We have to believe in ourselves and everything we do if we're going to be successful. Someone who can inspire others to succeed. It's my priority to make all of you believe in our project and in yourselves. Most important personality trait for me is to be utterly convinced about our work. We have to believe in ourselves. Someone who can inspire others to succeed. I think that's that's the thing that I had before is I'm inspirational leader. And everybody's just staring at me like this everybody's out there in the dressing room. They're just like, I'm also a keen believer in the power of positive thought, of motivating and convincing others that their work will ultimately prove successful. We have a lot of self-belief here, and it looks like you're going to be reinforcing that, which is promising. Thanks, everybody in the chat. See you next time. See you tomorrow. See, I don't get this because I said continue. Okay. All right. Now it's only one of one. It's only one of one. Okay, it's done. I got the green check mark here. Okie dokie. Response required. I get to meet the media at the press conference. Non-league paper. Start the press conference. What does it feel like to be the new head? I'm very proud, excited, and very keen to see what we can do. I couldn't be happier to be here, and I know the future is very, very bright. Comes with great responsibility. I intend to outwork everyone. What made you want to manage Torquay? You walk into this place and immediately you feel how big it is. It's a huge club. This club is absolutely dripping with potential. I can't wait to see what's possible. I'm trying to improve as a head coach, and Torquay are trying to improve as a club. We're made for each other. I wouldn't say that there's one single reason. It just felt like a good fit, and that's the most important thing of all. Did you ever doubt that this was the right job for you? Everybody's expressionless. What challenges do you think you'll face as a young head coach? I don't think age is important. The best way to earn the respect of the players is by winning games, and I'm confident I can do that. What is it about this job in particular that appealed to you? We want to make keeping progress to the next highest levels. Or... Do you have some connection with England? Does that help you at all with your acclimatization? Help you with your job? I'm going to skip that word. Acclimatization. Acclimatization. Big words. I think it has to. I do indeed have some association with the country, and that should do me the world of good in the short term. Does this squad have the necessary quality for you to achieve your targets? You met the players. What's your reaction been to your point? What role can the supporters play in moving the club forward? Most dedicated fan bases in the world. I have to show the fans that I'm the right person to manage this team, and I intend to do that. Can you talk about the club's potential and where you'd like to take them? We're going to aim high. If you're not intent on being the absolute best that you can be, why are you even in this business? How hard do you expect to work the players on the training ground? Expect a certain level of effort and commitment from every player, every coach, every employee. That's how we'll improve. Is Denzel a sort of player you like to build around? I think he's a terrific player. He's a talent for sure. We'll need him if we're to progress as we want to. Have you decided Matt Worthington to be your captain? Until now, I came for him to retain his captaincy. How do you feel your squad can improve in terms of positions? We could improve in would you say your style is related to people management? I want every player to know they can come to me with anything. I think things work best when players feel valued as people as well as footballers. Last season, nearly missed out on promotion, forcing the fans waiting. Can you go one better and give the fans a dream of promotion? Next step for this club. It's often said that different head coaches favor different competitions. Concentrate. I think we have to do that. It's one we all want to do well in. Thank you, everyone. That's all the questions we have for this today. Everybody's expressionless. Everybody's sitting there like the players were in the Everybody's sitting there like the players were in the dressing room, just kind of staring out at me going, huh? I already did that one. Okay, that's complete. I'm keen to get to work. I've outlined the match preparation for the coming match against Swindon. Okay, so let's see. So I remember this from last time. They say we should focus on ball progression up the pitch in possession and a balanced mid-block when out of possession. Something about technical. Isn't that it? Let's go back and see. Ball progression up the pitch in possession, balanced mid-block when out of possession. Is that what we want? Kind of seems like that's what they were talking about. General possession. Working the ball up the field, basically. So we could go with that one. Or this one. Keeping the ball. Okay, let's stick with this one then. Ball retention. I'd like to see though, I would like to see the effect, the overall effect on the team for this day of training. I don't know how to see that. And defending free kicks and then balance mid block. Set piece preparation. So, tactics in possession. We're doing a mid block, right? So we're out of possession. This is going to be where the blocks are, right? So higher, standard, low. So high block, mid block, lower block. Okay. I think that's what they want us to do. I want to watch out for balls in behind because that's what beat us in the last game. Hopefully that's right. Okay, so let's look at this again. In possession, we're doing moving the ball up the pitch. Patience. Work the ball into the box. No, we're not going to do shots from distance. Supporting runs. Dribbling progress through. Okay. Okay. So I guess I can maybe change it right from this thing, right? Can I change it from this screen? No, I can't. I have to go into tactics. Be nice if you could. Um, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 19, 20. So we've got 11, 23, 22. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Are you going to show me? Okay, 1 of 14. Okay. Our recruitment team is led and managed by Neil Warnock, and they've been responsible for planning and managing assignments across our accessible locations. Our team file reports on players they watch, and all of that information is fed back into a recruitment hub under player recommendations for review. What am I doing? Put that screen up there. Dope. The classic slack jaw stare. Board outline what's expected of us in the transfer market. While it isn't an absolute requirement, while it shouldn't be the sole focus, you'll be evaluated on them, and they typically make sense for the overall direction of the club. Club will work on recruitment year-round, even though there are limited registration periods. Any deals agreed will only be able to go through when those transfer windows are open, but the work is to get players identified and sign. The work to get players identified and signed never stops. Able to achieve those discounting budget, not to mistake with transfer wage budgets, a pool of money we could spend to increase the scope, breadth, and depth of our reports on players. Okay, we have 810 available. But we do have players out loan listed. Really think we improve the team's attention with a message or through the recruitment hub, depending on your preferences. We can use transfer room to sign players. Evaluate our options. Transfer may be easier teams to sell players by circulating adverts for available players. If when you want to move a player on, the opportunities part of the transfer room allows you to see who might be a good fit for potential departing players. Myself and the rest of the recruitment team will try to highlight when particular opportunities arise for us to pair one of our players we're thinking of moving on with requirements from another club. This will happen for both permanent moves and for loan deals. Additionally, you have the option to hire an intermediary to sell a player. They act as club's behalf to broker a deal. This comes at a financial cost, but with a more specific and focused approach depending on the network of contacts. They can often act quicker to get a deal done. You can also ask an agent about market interest for their opinions on the prospective transfer options or any player in our squad should you be considering a sale. This information is valuable, and the intermediaries may not be quite so helpful if you ask them for it repeatedly without then acting upon it. They also said that if a player has an agent, you should always talk to the agent first before talking to the player. That's a quick overview of how we will work. You want to help with anything in transfer market critical to ending the introduction. Sunny Fish is out for 1 to 2 days. What day is it? Friday, and the game is what? Tomorrow. Of course, that's what happens. Training review. Can I praise him for his training? Nope. You can only do that when the regular season starts, apparently, because in my other Torquay save, the regular season had started, and I was then able to praise players for their good training when they trained well. But this, you won't be able to do that here. Okay, so now we got to go back to the Cole match day. We got to go back to tactics. Sonny's injured. He's not going to be able to play tomorrow, so we're going to have to take Sonny off. And just no reason to have him on the bench. Fitness tests. Sonny's got a tight groin. His fitness is not required. He should be monitored, but we're gonna not play him because why should I? This is what the game does. My starting striker injured for 5 to 9 days. Now Matt J, I think his injury is going to be longer. His injury is probably going to be like 1 to 2 months because usually that happens to your best player. Yep, 2 months. Told you. It's happened in every save so far in FM26. And we hammered Swindon because I actually have my coach. I've turned that friendlies over to my coach. And watch the highlights. Yeah. So now I have my starting striker's injured for 5 to 9 days. My backup striker's injured for another couple of days. And my attacking midfielder, Matt J, who's got the ball right there, he is injured for 2 months. That's what the game does. That's what the game does. I think we'll just we'll just skip this. Because now I gotta find replacement. Cook's injured. Fish is injured. But Fish will probably be able to start the next game, right? Next game is a week from now. He should be able to start. Jay is injured. Who's going to play for Jay? I think the best player is Hayfield. The other one was Morgan, I think. Morgan's best position isn't channel midfielder. 2.5 stars. Hayfield is channel midfielder, 2.5 stars. Well, they're both going to be in the squad. So does it matter who I start? Let's see. His happiness is really good. Does it say he's a fringe player? Morgan is a fringe player. His happiness is very good. He's got one negative, though. I wonder why. He's considering his options. He's an influential player. It said he was a fringe player. He's a fringe player, but he's an influential player. He's an influential fringe player. Who's the other guy that's in midfield? They were looking at Morgan. He is a fringe player, but he is a others. Okay, so we're going to start the other guy. Hayfield. Yeah, we're going to start Hayfield. What does this mean? Too much distance between these two roles, in and out of possession. Okay, so how about here? Okay, it says that there's too much distance between these two roles, in and out of possession. Okay, here, he's in the same spot. And so it changed for Hayfield because Hayfield is just dropping back here. Young is staying in the same position. And Low Everton is staying in the same position, but it still says that there's too much distance between when he's in possession here and when he's out of possession here. I don't get it. I don't get it. Um, so two of my strikers are injured. Fish and Cook. That game is like Matt J is injured for 2 months. Moderate calf strain suffered during 4 weeks and 2 months. A moderate calf strain will put you out for 1 to 2 months. Okay, Crosby. Oh, he did win the game 3-0. So I guess that's something, huh? Okay, what does my recruitment look like? Player recommendations. '26 would be a terrific signing. Looks like we have pretty good knowledge of him, right? We don't have that much. We don't have that much to do anything. So what I really need is I really need you to look for players that are going to be ad started. Sorry guys, missed it. We won't do another game though until so in 24 you used to be able to ask your GM for recommendations. Is that what this is here? I guess. These are all free agents though. I don't want free agents. For a trial for 2 weeks. Frequency of recommended players sent to portal, 1 week, 1 month. Players between the age of 18 and 30. Okay, 11 recommended players. Contract. You want to come in for a trial? Maddie? I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. See, I have this turned up. I do not. No, I do. Okay. He's a goalkeeper, isn't he? He's a goalkeeper. Defensive midfielder. Defense midfielder. Goalkeeper. I don't need you. Wing back on the right. Okay. Let's see. Let's go overview. Player recommendations. Recruitment focuses. Transfer activity. He's on here as a trial. I'm going to go look. Assign the responsibility of scouting or player reports to your director of football or another staff member through the staff responsibilities menu. Okay. Okay, let's go to club. The staff responsibilities. Do we even have yet? Do we even have a director of football? Do we have a GM? We need a technical director. So we need to go to responsibilities, transfer and contract. delegate that to Neil. Initiating player signings for Torquay, negotiating and finalizing, handling incoming offers for first team players, initiating player sales, negotiating. Let's delegate that to Neil. Negotiating and finalizing loan offers. We're going to delegate that to Neil. Yeah, I don't mind them going out and finding players. I just don't want them signing them because they just don't do very good contracts. Okay, let's go back here to Portal. What's the next game? Next game is Tiverton. Yeah, I don't know if I need another one. I mean, Jay, I do need somebody to replace Jay. So I do need to go into recruitment and find a replacement for Jay. Do I want, what position did he play? He played in our tactics, he played a channel midfielder. I think that's what Jay was playing also. I think that was his best position. Yeah, channel midfielder. I'd kind of like an advanced playmaker there. Football, he's good. Natural fitness, stamina. Um, I changed this, and I don't know why I didn't change it because I said I only want to find players that are 18 to 30. I know I changed it. I don't know. Maybe I didn't click on confirm or something. Do we actually have any scouts yet? Can I ask the can I ask my club for more scouts? Okay, so we got two coming in on trial. This guy is a midfielder. This guy is a midfielder. They're both 32. Matty. Well, let's see what he can do. Oh, yeah, sure. What time is it? Yeah, I got to get going. Wow. Really good. He would be really good. He would probably be my best attacking midfielder. Him also. The winger. He's a left winger. But then that would free up that would free up Jordan Young, who could play in the middle. Dennis can play in the middle. He's best in the middle. So that would free those guys up to play there. And he's young. He's very young. Potential ability, 5 stars, unattached, forever. Matthew, you are what? Career? You haven't played yet. It looks like you do have potential. Okay, that's going to end it for me. I got to get going. Let's see. Save game. Yeah. I always get a lot of, it's like the first part of the season. You always get injuries, at least from my experience. At least from my experience, one of my best players always gets injured, like the first 3 days of the season. So I don't know. Let's try saving it again. And then we're going to leave. Well, thanks for watching, everybody. Let's see. Quit game and exit. Blessed, thanks for being here. Shroom, thanks for being here. I will be back tomorrow around 10 o'clock Mountain Standard Time here in the U.S., and we'll go from there. So wherever you are in the wide world, whether it's morning, afternoon, evening, or night, put yourself in a position to be blessed and be blessed, and we'll see you next time. Thank you so much for watching. Where's my button here? Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time.